In case you hadn't heard, today, August 11th, is the luckiest day we have had astrologically in 12 years. And we're going to ask the tarot cards how to make the most of it. So, the reason it's the luckiest day in the past 12 years is because Jupiter's cycle is roughly 1 year long. So, it stays in a sign for a year. There are 12 signs. So, it takes 12 years for Jupiter to go around. It is currently in Cancer, where it is exalted. Jupiter is the most benevolent planet. It is the king of the gods. It is the planet of abundance and expansion and connection with your higher self and spirituality and God, the oneness of the universe, abundant blessings. And it's most exalted right now for the following year because it's in Cancer. And today, August 11th, Venus, the other most benevolent planet of love, gifts, creation, art, beauty, relationships, is exactly conjunct exalted Jupiter today. So it's like the love and abundance are amplified today, and you can set the intention of how to work with that. So the card that came out for this is the Ace of Swords, and what this is evoking for me is, it's weird because I actually knew it was going to be an ace card before it came out, but it's like we're being given this gift with this hand that's out to us. And the Ace of the Swords being the element of air, the element of the mind. The mind is how we create reality. The first hermetic principle, all is mind. The entire universe is made up of our mental projections. In the Bible, it said, in the beginning, there was nothing, and God said, let there be light, right? Like God, in God's mind, had a thought that created reality. That's exactly how it works. So what this is evoking for me is aces are also the beginning of a brand new cycle, and this is a brand new relationship with our thoughts, with our inner dialogue. Really pay attention to your inner dialogue is what I'm hearing. Sure, the basics, are you kind to yourself, but also just get into the nuance of it. What is the relationship with the voice in your head like? How can you be intentional with, be aware of that relationship, and change it to shape and reflect and mold your world into what the universe is trying to hand to you on a golden plate? And the other reason today is incredibly lucky and expansive is because Mercury, which is in Leo, like the sun right now, is stationing direct. So it was retrograde, and now Mercury is moving forward again in the night sky. So this can be a great time to revisit past communications, patterns in communication that weren't working for you over the past couple weeks. And it's also the time to be really bold and truthful. Those are kind of dominant traits of Leo. It's like main character energy. Just say the thing. If you've got something on your chest, life's short, put it out there. Speak from the heart. Okay, and we just got 2 cards fall out for this. 3 cards for this Mercury stationing direct. We got the Knight of Wands in reverse. So I'll show you the card right side up. But the Knight of Wands is fire energy. You can see there's 3 pyramids in the back, which we know to be associated with the exact configurations of the chakra system. We've got this horse that's up on its back legs. We've got this Knight of Wands that's kind of whoa, Nelly, bracing for this bucking horse. And in reverse, what I'm taking away with this, in conjunction with the 3 of Pentacles that also came up but in reverse, there's something with these 2 being in reverse that is blocking your Empress, which came out upright. The Empress is arguably the most powerful card in the deck. It's the mastery of reality itself. Look how many stars she has on her crown. She's got the symbol of Venus here on her heart pillow. She's literally just relaxing in nature, like me right now, enjoying, loving life, living her best life. And like she's a ruler. She's like not just a queen or a king, she's the fucking empress. And she's still here acting so chill, like unbothered with the trees, with nature, breathing, with the earth, and allowing things to flow as well. So like these two cards are in reverse are telling me there's something blocking your flow with communication. It's like you have this passion, this inspiration that you're trying to communicate into the world that's not fully reaching its audience because of the communication method. Like you have the fire, but you need to get the air to line up to it. It's like this gift of the Ace of Swords we're being given is like, how do we make the communication convey this beautiful, passionate, fiery message, this magic, this manifestation of the wands? And then with the Three of Pentacles in reverse, the Three of Pentacles is all about collaboration. Like, yes, we have two people talking here about what to do as they are building their masonry, and then we also have the stoneworker here, and they're all playing different roles. They're not all actively physically building it, but they're all playing a part. So what this is telling me with Mercury is when you figure out how to get this Knight of Wands in up, right side up, fully conveying the passion that you're feeling, it will unlock doors to collaborations that will lead to your abundance. It's all, and like, this is a small team and they're still building a cathedral, right? So like, whatever you're building right now is sacred. Honor it. And know that you don't need to have the biggest team in the world. Know that you just need to refine your communication, convey that authenticity from the heart, and it will rebirth into this magnetized, like on steroids experience of what you were working through before, because you will have brought in the team of people who are meant to be doing it with you, is what I'm getting from these cards. And then the third and final really lucky thing about today astrologically is Saturn in Aries, where it's fallen, is sextiling Uranus in Gemini. And this is the first time this has happened since they've entered these new signs. It's really beneficial because Saturn in its fallen position of Aries is opposing Mars as of a couple days ago. So like Saturn's down bad. Saturn rules of planet of rules, karma, the harsh teacher of astrology, systems, power. And so it's like Saturn needs this gift right now. Saturn needs some help, and we're getting help from Uranus, the planet of revolution, disruptive change, transformation. And it's like both in our personal lives and on the grand scale of life, at the global scale with our systems of power, there is innovation happening. We are planting and cultivating the seeds of the new earth that we're building. And it's going to look very radically different from how it was before, because if Saturn has anything to tell us about the state of our current systems, they're really struggling. They're like in the worst position they could possibly be in, and they're getting some help in the form of innovation. So, Source, what cards can better illuminate the message for us today about making the most of this Saturn sextile Uranus? Okay, so what came out is the 10 of Pentacles. This is telling you, think long term. This is a man at the end of his life. He's got 10, the final number in the set of Pentacles, which is wealth and earth and material possessions in the physical realm. And he's completely, like, he's done it all. Seen the world, done it all, had his cake now. And he's leaving behind these riches for his offspring, their family. They're living very comfortably. And there's like 3 generations represented here. Like there's a little grandchild there. So it's really asking you to think like long term. What is the dream beyond the dream for you? What does your life look like? Let's say you got all the money in the world. Okay, now what? What's next for you? You need to tap into that energy to innovate your systems to get where you're being called to go, is what I'm hearing. And really leaving behind the part of you that it perceives to be struggling with or in scarcity with systems, rules, karmas, all of those things, the Saturnian themes. That Saturn's getting a boost right now, even in her fallen position. So like, when you see past the obstacles, when you see past the 3D world matrix limitations that you've been living under, when you like tap into the version of yourself that already exists in a quantum universe that is living in 10 of Pentacles, highest complete abundance, now what? Like, what do you want to do with those resources? How do you want to share them? What kinds of community and family and relationships have you cultivated? And the other card that came out, the Sun, which is perfect because it's Leo season, and yeah, just like look how happy this baby is riding this horse, carefree, like not bucking around like earlier, like chilling, got this big swoosh up with the fan blowing, the sunflowers growing. The sun is conscious. Look at the sun's face. The sun is actively sending us energy upgrades. We are just experienced the solar maximum of our like 12-ish year cycle. So we're getting the most energy upgrades from the sun that we ever have. Go outside and ground, literally just like bare feet on grass. How you release and discharge built up electrical pressure and synchronize with the frequency of the earth and the energy upgrades that it's getting from the sun. But also just like radiate. What did your soul come here to do? When you get past the obstacles, when you've done it all, when your bank account's set on infinite, what did your soul come here to do? What did your inner child come here to do? Because that's what's radiant. That's what allows you to shine your authenticity like the sun and create this whole solar system that orbits around you and makes it happen. Last card that came out, King of Swords. We've got a butterfly at the top representing this like transformation, this rebirth, this metamorphosis of Uranus, changing your systems. And so with this reading, we've started out with the Ace of Swords, the very beginning of the cycle of swords, and we've ended up all the way at the top with the King, in masculine energy. And what this is telling me with Saturn and Uranus is like, really, like, yes, we have to be free and whimsical in our right brain, our creative brain, but our left brain, our system brain, our masculine brain, our King of Swords brain is where we are receiving this innovation, this transformation, this rebirth. And it's about not like hustle and grind culture, because we're leaving that behind, but it's about like, how do we, and it's also not about leaving your emotions behind. It's not about rejecting also being the King of Cups. It's not about being alone and crying over the spilt milk when you still have abundance with you, okay? We're leaving all of those things behind. We're standing in our King of Swords sovereignty, and whatever systems, whatever restrictions, whatever rules, whatever limiting beliefs we were placing on ourselves before, they don't have to be there. They don't have to be there. We can be living in the sun, living with loved ones, abundantly provided for, because that is what this Venus conjunct Jupiter portal is handing to us. I'm so excited to see what this brings for us. Drop a comment if part of this resonated with you. Let me know if you're going to be doing anything specific to manifest during this fruitful, fertile portal. I love you.